Hi everybody, so this video is about 16 of the key words that you need to be able to read at Functional Skills Entry 1. So if you've been working on ESOL lessons and you're learning English, practice using this video too, and you might surprise yourself about how many words you actually know. Are you ready? Let's begin. First of all, we're thinking about the word night, and at night I like to look at the moon. So at night I see the moon. So can you read last night I saw? If you can, well done. Last night I saw the moon. Good. What about this? Star. So, can you read the word star? And can you read number words? Let's look at the sentences for the star. Only the other night I saw one, then two, then some more stars. So that sentence a little bit more complicated, but we're still using the words from entry level 1, so you need to be able to read those. Yes, well done if you did. So which do you like best? The moon or the star? Well, actually, for me, I really love stars. So I like going out into the garden at night time and looking up at the sky and seeing the stars. And that's a very important word for you to know how to read and use. Which. So which do you like best means you might like both of them, but you have to choose one. Ooh, that's a lovely sky, isn't it? And do you know, we have a saying that when we see a red sky, the next day it's going to be really lovely weather. So we say, red sky at night, shepherd's delight. Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. Very interesting rhyme. Red sky at night, suggesting the next day will be really good. Red sky in the morning, weather's going to be bad. So we all see the sky. Well, what do you think about this sky? I love the colours of the sky, and I love looking at red, blue and greens in the sky. What about you? Yes. Sometimes, that's an interesting word, isn't it? Because we're in England, well, I am, so that means that sometimes can be quite a lot of the time. Sometimes we see a bit of rain. So it's very important to know that word sometimes. And what do you do if it rains? Well, then we go in. This is the same as saying then we go into the house or then we go home. So sometimes we use the preposition in to suggest that we're going inside our building. And if you have children, you might say, quickly, come in. And we don't always finish the sentence when we're speaking in English, so we often say, then we go in. And we mean into the house. So what do we do when we go in? Well, some of us go in and watch the television. So you might say, Then we go in and watch the television. I wonder what your favourite programmes are. And hopefully you do this a lot. And talk to our family. So at entry level 1, you need to be linking your ideas together using that connective and. So we go in, we watch the television and talk to our family. But yes, you also need to be using this a lot to explain what sometimes continues happening. But the rain does not always stop. You can see the hand there doing this. That's a stop. Stop. Here is a suggestion, some advice. You could always use an umbrella. So, at entry level 1, functional skills, please make sure that you understand the use of the word could. It doesn't mean you are going to do it, but somebody might suggest to you, this would be a good idea. You could always use an umbrella. And I have to say that I do keep an umbrella next to my front door because in England we never know when we might need to use an umbrella. So before I go, I want to share those key words with you because this video is about you reading those words, listening to me saying them, repeating them, and then looking for them in the reading that you do. So let's have a look. Only, other, night, some, then, two, which, well, what. So if you kept up with repeating those words after me, we're going to continue with the next section. And my first word for you for this section is of, in, and, but, one, you, could, before, I. So have a look at how many of those 16 words you could read, and I think that for the class who've been working on entry level 1 functional skills, this should be quite easy for you. But it's not just about reading, it's about listening to the way that the word is said. So if you look at the first word on your screen here, the sound is a V sound because we say of. So when there's one F in the word, O-F, we say of. Don't confuse this with the word off, which is an O and two Fs, because then the sound is a F sound. So OF is of. So practice that sound if you're not sure. And that's the end of the session for today. So it's time for me to say goodbye. But before I do, I want to remind you that you can rewind the video at any time. Go back over those words and make sure that you can read them, you know how to pronounce them, and that when you're looking at text, you're actually looking for those words and being aware of how they're used in the sentence. Bye now.